Most people don't fail because they lack potential. They fail because the change feels too big. They set goals that require a new personality, a new schedule, a new level of discipline, and when they cannot maintain it, they assume something is wrong with them. But what if the problem is not you? What if the problem is the size of the change you chose? Because there is a principle that almost never fails. It is not exciting, it is not dramatic, but it is reliable. It is called the aggregation of marginal gains. Small improvements, almost unnoticeable, repeated and compounded. That is how ordinary people become exceptional. Quietly, let me show you how it works. This is the story of a young man's experience. His name was Malik. Malik was not lazy. He was tired. He worked. He commuted. He tried to stay in shape. He tried to read. He tried to get his life together. And every few weeks, he would restart. New routine, new plan, new motivation. Monday would arrive, and Malik would become unstoppable. He would wake up at 5 a.m. He would train hard. He would eat clean. He would journal. He would plan his week. For 3 days, he would feel powerful. For 1 week, he would feel disciplined. Then life would happen. A late meeting, a bad night of sleep, a family situation, a few stressful days, and the routine would collapse. Not because it was a bad plan, but because it required perfect conditions to survive. That was the pattern. Malik did not need more motivation. He needed a different strategy. One evening, he met an older colleague after work. A quiet man, always calm, always consistent. Not intense, not loud, not dramatic, just steady. Malik asked him a simple question. "How do you stay disciplined all the time?" The man smiled. "I don't," he said. "I just stay in motion." Malik didn't understand. So, the man told him a story. He described a cycling team that became world-class. Not by making one massive change, but by improving everything by 1%. A slightly better sleep routine, a slightly better training plan, a slightly better process for recovery, a slightly better attention to detail. Nothing impressive on its own, but when you stack small improvements, the total outcome becomes impossible to ignore. The man leaned forward. "Most people look for breakthroughs," he said. "But breakthroughs are usually built from small gains you kept long enough." Malik went home that night and did something unusual. He opened his notes app. He wrote one sentence. "Make it smaller." The next morning, he did not wake up at 5 a.m. He woke up at his normal time. He did not do a hard workout. He did 10 minutes. That was it. He felt almost embarrassed. 10 minutes did not feel like discipline. It did not feel like progress. But it also did not feel like pain. It did not feel like pressure. It felt doable. The next day, he did 10 minutes again. And something strange happened. He did not negotiate with himself. He did not debate. He did not need motivation. He simply did it. Malik was confused. He thought discipline was supposed to feel heroic, like a battle. But this felt quiet, almost ordinary. After a week, he still did 10 minutes. After 2 weeks, he increased it to 15. No dramatic moment, no announcement, no new Malik. Just a small gain. Then Malik applied the same idea to something he struggled with for years: his phone. He used to wake up, reach for his phone, and lose 30 minutes without noticing. So he made a small change. He did not delete apps. He did not throw his phone away. He did not try to become a monk. He simply moved the charger to the far side of the room. That was the change. Now, to grab his phone, he had to stand up and walk. Most mornings he still walked, but the delay created a gap. And in that gap, he began to choose differently. He started doing 1 minute of breathing. Then he made his bed. Then he drank water. Small, simple, almost laughable, but these actions had a hidden effect. They changed his identity, because every small action was a vote for the version of Malik who keeps promises, not big promises, small ones. Weeks passed. Malik noticed something. He felt less stressed, not because life got easier, but because his system was no longer fragile. He was not depending on intensity, he was depending on structure, and structure survives ordinary days. Then the principle showed its true power. One day, Malik had a terrible week. Bad sleep, work pressure, family problems. In the past, this would have reset everything. But now, his routine did not collapse, because his routine was not extreme. He still did 10 minutes, even when it felt pointless. He still left his phone across the room, even when he didn't want to. He still made the smallest version of the right choice. And because he stayed consistent, the system stayed alive. That was the win. Not the workout, not the productivity, not the motivation. The win was continuity, because continuity is what compounds. A month later, Malik noticed his body changing, not dramatically, but clearly. His energy improved, his mood stabilized, he became more reliable. And then the final shift happened. He stopped looking for motivation. He started looking for friction. Whenever he struggled, he asked a new question. What is making this hard? Not, what is wrong with me? But, what is the obstacle in the system? If he skipped workouts, if he reduced the setup time, if he ate badly, he made the better option easier. If he procrastinated, he reduced the task to a 2-minute start. He didn't chase intensity. He designed marginal gains. Then Malik did something most people never do. He tracked his small wins, not with obsession, with awareness. A simple checklist. Train, read 1 page, prepare tomorrow's clothes, phone, across the room. Small actions, tiny wins, and the checklist did something important. It gave Malik evidence that he was consistent, evidence that he could trust himself. And trust is the foundation of discipline. 3 months later, Malik realized something. He had not restarted his life. In 3 months, no dramatic Monday, no emotional speech. He simply became consistent. And consistency had done its quiet work. The improvements stacked. 1% gains became 10% change. 10% change became a new baseline. A new baseline became a new life. Malik didn't become perfect, but he became stable. And stability creates momentum. That is the part most people miss. Intensity creates moments. Consistency creates trajectory. And trajectories change outcomes. Here is what Malik learned and what you can apply immediately. First, stop chasing breakthrough days. Start building ordinary systems. Second, make the change smaller than your pride wants. Small enough to survive bad days. Third, remove friction. Reduce decisions. Make the right action. Easier to start. Fourth, track small wins. Not for pressure, for proof, because proof builds trust, and trust builds discipline. Finally, remember the principle. Small improvements look useless today, but they are powerful over time. That is aggregation of marginal gains, not a motivational trick. A long-term mechanism, quiet, reliable, compounding. And if you stay in motion, even with small steps, you will be surprised how far you travel. Let the ideas compound.